Hello, it's Friends with Deficits again, and I'm your host, Adam Sultan again, and it's National Posty Toasty. It's NaPodPoMo, where we post an episode every day for the month of November. That's what it is. How about that? It's the 18th, which means this is the 18th episode. And today I'm going to feature an outtake from an earlier episode from our first season with Leila Henley. I believe the subtitle was Livin Large. She talked about her gigantism and brain tumor and other things. But you know what? She also talked about food. So we're having a lovely conversation here after way too many Sazeracs. And she got to talking about Christmas dinners with her family and Alabama cuisine and other things. So hope you're hungry. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Let's give it a listen. How many people usually show up for Christmas?
Usually the Christmas thing is a big Spees thing, which is my mom's side of the family. The Speeses are a bigger family. The Henleys aren't, there aren't as many Henleys. Okay. The Speeses are a bigger family. My mom had 4 brothers, and each of those brothers had at least one kid, so it's a bigger side of the family. But they're very accepting. You can just bring a friend to the Spees family Christmas, and they're fine with it.
Cool.
So the Henleys are going to invade the Spees family Christmas this year.
Uh-huh.
But it's
are we talking like 20 people, 40 people?
20, 30. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All family. Wow.
Yeah. And the food is really good. My dad usually fries a turkey.
Yeah.
And then my uncle Greg usually brings some gumbo. And my Aunt Maria usually boils some shrimp. And then there's all manner.
Is that Alabama or is it
it's Alabama.
That's New Orleans.
Well, the New Orleans cuisine sneaks in.
Sure.
Because, Cajun cuisine is almost the best American cuisine.
It is.
So, New Orleans is only 2.5 hours from where I grew up.
Yeah.
Because other than that, what do you have for Alabama cuisine? Like chitlins, biscuits and gravy, It's just greasy shit. There's grits. Grits are great. Yeah. I love grits. Grits and fried eggs. One
shrimp
of my favorite.
Grits?
Yeah, shrimp and grits.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Cajun food. It's good shit. So yeah, any number of Southern style casseroles are involved. There's this casserole that my grandma Mimi used to make. That's my mom's mom. And it was called corn casserole. And it was like some canned corn and some cream of celery soup and like some pimentos and some cheese on the top. And that shit is good.
Sounds kind of like awful from a healthy perspective, but at the same time, like, oh, I'm so hungry.
No, it's so good. It's so good. I actually tried to kind of class it up, and one year I made the corn casserole. Instead of the pimentos, I got actual red bell peppers and chopped them up, and I got fresh corn and sliced it off the cob and made it that way. And my grandma was like, "Mm-mm.
Not the same. You got to get my corn."
She said, "This isn't my recipe. This is mm-mm." She did not like it. But, she grew up in the Depression, and canned vegetables were like a revelation to her. Yeah. So the pimentos, that was what really bothered her, was that I used fresh red bell pepper instead of pimentos. This doesn't taste right without the pimentos.
Yeah.
She also used to make this dessert that she called pink goop, which was red gelatin, red Jell-O, and like Cool Whip. Yeah. Red Jell-O, Cool Whip, maraschino cherries, basically all mixed into this mold. And
not my kind of dessert.
As a kid, I was so into pink goop.
Oof.
But yeah.
I'm getting into those Jell-O mold type things.
Yeah, they're very 50s.
Yeah.
The funniest ones are when they take like meat and make it into a Jell-O mold, like an aspic kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's when it gets really weird.
I did that in like some fancy health
food book I had. I made some weird vegetable aspic thing. I was like, this sounds interesting. And it was like, use agar flakes or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know. And I didn't even know what I was making. I just like aspic. I don't even know what that means. And then it's like, wait a minute, did I just make vegetable jello? It turns into this like just weird goopy gelatinous mass with like fucking asparagus stuck in it or something.
Gross.
I don't even remember what it was. It was just so nasty.
There's
a book I found, or my friend found it actually at this thrift store, Cooking with Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
And it was like one of those books from like the 50s or 60s. It was like all these recipes you can make with delicious Dr. Pepper. Delicious, nutritious Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know there's some kind of cochinita pibil type pork you can make with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I'm sure it's used, yeah.
That's probably really good.
In a couple recipes, but like you don't make a cookbook out of that thing.
No.
It's just too much stuff. I don't need my salad coated in it or whatever. Breakfast tacos, Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper and cheese. I don't know.
Fried Dr. Pepper and cheese.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was tasty. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If you'd like to help support the show, visit patreon.com/friendswithdeficits. I tell you what, you can offer a one-time or a monthly contribution as little as $1 a month, and that helps support the show, pay for equipment, producing, time, and you'll be part of a little community that gets more of an inside scoop of the show, and you can be more involved altogether. And, of course, help us out, which is a great thing to do. We appreciate it very much. Also, be sure to visit us at friendswithdeficitspodcast.com, sign up for our newsletter, or subscribe to Friends with Deficits wherever you get your podcasts. Tomorrow, number 19, we're almost down to the top 10 of NaPodPoMo posts. And I'm sure they're going to be fabulous. So we'll catch you next time. Bye.